Winter is only a few weeks away, and young Adelie penguins need to quickly get stronger before the storms arrive.
Now, in the Antarctic, one particular species is using this huddling strategy that scientists are only just beginning to fully understand it.
The emperor penguin colony is not just a gathering. It's a spectacle that captures the scent of resilience, community, and a dash of comedy. These cute little birds have adapted to one of the most hostile environments on Earth, yet their everyday shenanigans are full of warmth, charm, and drama.
It may seem cruel, but with life so harsh here, parents need to know which chick is stronger and more likely to survive childhood.
Today we're going to explore the largest penguin colony ever filmed, revealing their secrets, struggles, and story. Buckle up because this journey will be anything but chilly. Number 1. A crowd like no other. Imagine standing on the frozen land of Antarctica, and suddenly, across the vast snowy field, you spot a black and white sea of movement. These are thousands of emperor penguins, each one looking like a small dot in a massive flock. One of these colonies was captured on camera.
What on earth is going on here?
While a documentary was being filmed, but according to the videographers, the footage couldn't do justice to what they witnessed in real time. Within this sea of penguins, each bird plays an essential role in keeping the colony alive.
Like and subscribe right now, and you'll have amazing luck for the rest of the week.
Some are devoted parents, others are rookies to the harsh life of the Antarctic. But together, they form a strong ecosystem of survival. The sound, sight, and the very ambiance of this beautiful colony serves as a reminder of the raw and candid beauty of nature. Number 2, the Great Penguin Roll Call. The early morning hours in the colony are filled with a cute yet weird sound of a series of calls. As the sun rises over the frozen landscape, each penguin belts out a loud, unique squawk, a vocal signature sound that helps them find their mates among a sea of penguins.
But whether you have a camera or not, being there when the day begins and opens up and the activities start with the animals is just pretty hard to beat.
The ultimate game of who's that chick? Imagine a noisy conference room where everyone is shouting to be heard. Except this is nature's version, and instead of networking, it's about survival. Penguins use these calls not just to reunite, but also to reassure their loved ones that they are still close, even in the chaos. A penguin's call is often loud, sharp, and distinct, resonating across the snowy land. The calls are necessary because without them, these birds would lose their bearings in the overwhelming crowd, and the colony could quickly break down. Number 3, the fluffiest nursery you'll ever see. Look a little closer, and you'll find the heart of the colony, the nursery. In this sweet little colony, the next generation is being raised. An entire generation of fluffy penguin chick, covered in a soft down of feathers that is both adorable and essential for survival. These chicks are too young to search food, so they rely heavily on their parent. The adults constantly rotate shift to ensure the chicks stay warm by forming a tight-knit circle of protection. The temperature in the nursery can drop dangerously low, but the warmth provided by the collective body heat of the adult penguins ensures the young survive. While the chicks waddle and chirp with excitement, their parents never stray too far. It's a constant cycle of protection, care, and nurturing in this fragile environment. Number 4, dancing in the cold. You might think that standing still would be the way to conserve energy in the cold, but emperor penguins have a better idea. Standing still may be energy efficient, but movement is their secret weapon for survival. In the colony, penguins sway side to side, shuffle across the ice, and sometimes even break into what looks like a very coordinated dance. These apparently random movements are actually a calculated way to generate heat and pass it along to their neighbor. By staying close and moving together, the colony acts as a living and shifting furnace, with each penguin providing warmth to its fellow bird. This penguin dance might look like a social gathering, but it's actually a delicate survival tactic in a land where the cold can kill in minutes. And I kid you not, they've got more moves than a disco dancer in a penguin suit. Number 5, the Emperor March. When the weather is suitable, the penguins embark on one of the most iconic and exhausting journeys of their lives, the Great Penguin March. Thousands of penguins start a slow and awkward trek across the icy landscape, with each penguin slipping and sliding on their bellies or waddling along. It's not a sprint, but a long and tough march to find food or a better spot for nesting. For the penguins, this is a crucial mission. They move through winds that are so strong they could knock a human off their feet. The penguins band together, facing the harshness of the cold, using each other as support to get through the difficult journey. The penguin motto throughout this march is snooze, slide, and repeat. Number 6, snack time struggle. While the colony's leaders remain busy maintaining order and warmth, they select a few adult penguins to venture out to the open ocean in search of food. But the journey to hunt isn't as simple as swimming off into the water. These penguins must dive into the icy waters, where danger lies just beneath the surface. Leopard seals are sleek, deadly predators that are constantly on the hunt for a quick meal. oil, and penguins must escape them as they swim and dive for fish. The penguin's hunting ability is awe-inspiring, diving deep into the freezing waters with skill and precision. Despite the continuous threat, the penguins fight to bring food back to their chick, because at the end of the day, it will always be the survival of the fluff. Number 7. Fish delivery service. When the brave penguin hunters return from their tiresome journey of food hunting, they are met with a scene of pure chaos. The penguin chicks that are starving for food rush forward and begin to tap relentlessly at their parents' beaks. This is the moment of the food delivery, and the adult penguins bring up their pre-digested fish to feed their chicks. It's a process that's both miraculous and a little gross, but it's one of the most essential acts in the life of an emperor penguin. For the little chicks, this half-digested fish is the source of their growth, ensuring they get the nutrients they need to survive. Meanwhile, the adult penguins get a brief moment of rest before they are off to the next task. Talk about family bonding, cuddling together for warmth and food. Number 8. Sibling rivalries in the snow. It's not all harmony in the penguin nursery. As the chicks grow, competition for food becomes fierce. The largest and strongest chicks are often the first to receive food, pushing their smaller siblings aside. This rivalry isn't out of ill will. It's a natural consequence of limited resources in an unforgiving environment.
It's essential the young stay in creches like this, as most of the adults have gone away.
In this case, the larger chick has a better chance of survival, and nature favors those who can compete. It may seem harsh, but this sibling rivalry is part of the survival mechanism of the colony. The smaller chicks may struggle, but they also learn resilience, adapting to the harsh realities of their world. Number 9. The grooming session. When the hustle of feeding and protecting the chicks is over, the emperor penguins engage in something that almost resembles socialization. In between keeping warm and attending to their young, penguins take time to groom, vocalize, and even engage in playful sparring. These moments are essential for building relationships within the colony and keeping the FOMO away. Penguins are inherently social creatures, and their bonds with one another help maintain the overall structure of the group. Grooming each other helps them stay clean and healthy, while communication reinforces social bond. In a way, the penguins engage in their own form of community build, bonding through shared tasks and activity, much like people do. Number 10. Fluff Main. For an emperor penguin, personal hygiene is a matter of survival. Their feathers are coated in a special waterproof oil from a gland near their tail and are the key to surviving the harsh Arctic waters. A penguin that neglects its grooming would quickly become vulnerable to the icy water and the cold air, which is why penguins are very careful about their grooming, carefully stretching their necks and reaching their feet to ensure that their feathers are properly oiled. Watching a penguin groom itself is like observing someone carefully fix their hair before a big event. The act is both necessary and ritualistic. It keeps the penguin well insulated, buoyant, and ready for whatever challenges the freezing world throws its way. Number 11. The ice tango. Imagine a pair of penguins standing side by side with their beaks nearly touching as they sway in perfect harmony. This isn't some casual behavior. It's a traditional courtship dance that signifies more than just affection. Penguins, especially species like the emperor penguin, engage in synchronized movements as a way to communicate their bond and intention, flapping their wing, tilting their head, and mirroring each other's motions and whatnot. These birds use the dance to demonstrate their physical compatibility. By doing this, they are showing off each other in an elegant but slightly comical display. This behavior is an essential part of their mating process and a way to say, "I'm ready to commit to this partnership." In such an extreme and cold environment, it's heartwarming to see that love still manages to find a way to flourish, like a rom-com that unfolds amidst the harshest conditions. Number 12. New life, new challenge. The arrival of a penguin chick is a moment of joy, but it's also the start of a difficult journey. Once the eggs hatch, the tiny chicks face a world full of danger. The extreme cold of Antarctica can quickly freeze an unprotected chick, and the constant threat of predatory birds like skuas lies over their head.
But out on the ice, the lone father is still paying the price for his mistake.
The parents are in a never-ending battle to keep their young warm and safe. Each day they take turns guarding and feeding the chick, creating a rotating system where the parents switch roles. One parent stays to protect the chick, while the other heads out into the frozen land to find food, often traveling great distance. The cold, the predators, and the ever-present dangers make every moment a test of patience and love, as the penguins do everything they can to ensure the survival of the next generation. Number 13. The predator problem. The skuas are a serious problem for penguin chicks, wandering like a threat on the fringes of the colony. These predatory birds are cunning, quick, and relentless. As soon as they spot an unguarded chick, they slide down in a flash and boom! boom! The parent penguins immediately get into action, using their sharp beaks and powerful wings to fight off the attack. It's a difficult but savage defense, as the adults will literally put their own lives on the line to protect their young. The rest of the colony doesn't just stand by. They join in to help chase off the predator by forming a protective barrier. It's an incredible display of teamwork and community, and nature's version of a neighborhood watch, with everyone looking out for each other. And in the face of danger, the penguins' unity and determination are nothing short of inspiring. Number 14. Penguins versus the elements. Okay now, the predators like skuas are also dangerous, but it's the weather that often poses the greatest threat to the penguin.
Now, in the Antarctic, one particular species is using this huddling strategy in such a beautifully complex way that scientists are only just beginning to fully understand it.
Antarctica's blizzards can arrive suddenly, reducing visibility to almost nothing and making temperatures go extremely low. In these conditions, a penguin colony must rely on each other to survive. The penguins form tight huddle, with each individual finding a spot in the center to stay as warm as possible. Those on the outside are most vulnerable, so the penguins take turns rotating positions and shifting places in the huddle to share the burden of the cold. This act of solidarity and of moving as one to conserve heat is a beautiful example of how the entire community comes together to face the harshest challenge. And just like this, they form a cute little community of very supportive birds, treating each other with all the warmth and affection this world needs. Cute, no? Number 15. Migration madness. The penguins' migration is one of the most amazing sights of the animal kingdom. When resources in their breeding grounds run low, entire colonies of penguins embark on a long journey across the ice. Tens of thousands of penguins shuffle across the frozen universe in a committed parade. Some penguins even prefer to slide on their belly, creating a sort of belly surfing effect that speeds them up. Because when life gives you ice, start sliding on your bellies. Anyway, the journey is filled with obstacles, from the instability of thin ice to the risk of falling into crevasses, and then, not to mention the ever-present threat of predators wandering nearby. Despite these challenges, the penguins keep going on, due to an innate drive to survive and provide for their future generation. Number 16. Different colony, same chaos. Not all penguins are the same, and this is especially true for the Adelie penguin. While they may be smaller than their emperor cousin, they are just as spirited and full of character. The Adelies are known for their energetic and fun nature, and they build their nests on rocky outcrop, using pebbles to create a safe and sturdy home for their egg. But here's where the real drama starts. Penguins being penguins, some Adelie penguins aren't content with just their own rocks, so they'll sneak around and steal pebbles from their neighbors when they aren't looking. Imagine watching a penguin with a prize pebble in its beak, keeping it hidden and protecting it like someone holding on to a winning lottery ticket. What do you think one should do with an adorable looking thief? Number 17. Pebble Thieves. Now, you must also be wondering why pebbles are so valuable to the Adelie penguin. It's simple. A well-built nest made of pebbles improves the chances of survival for their chicks. The more pebbles they have, the better their nest. But not all penguins play fair. Some will cleverly steal rocks from their neighbors' nests, hoping no one notices. This can cause a lot of disturbance as the rightful owners of the pebbles notice their prized stones are missing and quickly chase down the thief. What follows is an adorable yet intense game of catch me if you can, where the penguins engage in playful yet competitive antics. It's a moment of pure penguin melodrama, and even though the stakes are low, the competitive spirit is high. Number 18. Chick shenanigans. Adelie penguin chicks are known for their infinite curiosity and mischievous behavior. They are like those naughty kids carrying the house on their shoulder. Once they're old enough to move around, they begin exploring the world around them and chasing anything that catches their attention. Their naughty habits are often like that of toddlers, as they chase after their parents, siblings, or even windblown feathers. It's a reminder of the innocence and playfulness that still exists in such a harsh environment. Watching them is like watching children at play, with a sense of joy and wonder that contrasts sharply with the cold and unforgiving landscape. But these playful moments are important for their development, helping them learn the skills they'll need to survive in their challenging world. Number 19. A waddle through history. The fascination with penguins is far from modern. It dates back to centuries. During his expeditions to Antarctica, explorers like Ernest Shackleton documented their encounters with massive penguin colonies in his journal. These explorers were amazed at the penguins' quirky behaviors, resilience, and the way they thrived in one of the harshest environments on Earth. Shackleton and others often saw these birds as symbols of endurance and perseverance. Today, modern filmmakers continue to capture these behaviors with advanced technology, using drones and underwater cameras to bring us closer than ever before to these fascinating creatures. Number 20. Belly flopping champs. Why walk when you can slide in style? One of the most delightful sights in any penguin's life is their signature belly slide. When tired of waddling, penguins throw themselves onto their belly, sliding effortlessly across the ice with remarkable speed. This behavior isn't just a playful quirk, it's an incredibly efficient way for penguins to travel long distances without spending too much energy. Penguins often use this belly sliding technique to cover large areas of ice while avoiding the exhausting task of walking. In a colony, the sight of hundreds of penguins gliding in unity creates a mesmerizing scene, almost like a well-practiced performance. Number 21. Penguin pals. While penguins are often seen as a unit in their hunting and parenting behaviors, there's a social side to their lives as well. In penguin colonies, particularly during the non-breeding season, bonds of friendship can form between individuals. Penguins often engage in conversations with each other, communicating with a series of distinctive calls and gestures. These interactions are more than just function. They reveal an emotional depth that many of us would not expect from these little birds. But chicks often form close bonds with one another as they cluster together for warmth in the harsh Antarctic conditions. And not only chicks, adults also show signs of affection, with some of them even engaging in playful interaction. These friendships help maintain the stability of the colony, allowing the penguins to share moments of calm amidst the chaos of daily survival. It's a reminder that social connections are vital to all living creatures, including penguins. Number 22. Tuxedo Trouble. Though penguins are known for their perfect tuxedo-like appearance, they are not immune to the occasional clumsy moment. In the colony, it's common to see penguins tripping over their own feet or tumbling over rocks as they navigate the icy terrain. The sight of a penguin tumbling, only to hop right back up and shake off the snow with a quick flap of their flippers, is really humorous and entertaining. Despite their ability to endure harsh conditions, these penguins still face the occasional mishap, making their mischiefs even more relatable and lovable. And by the way, who needs a gym when you can get a full-body workout just trying to stand up on ice? Number 23. Dramatic duels. Male penguins are known for their competitive nature, particularly when it comes to winning over a mate or asserting dominance over a territory. During mating seasons, it's very common for two males to engage in dramatic fight for the affection of a female or the right to claim a specific nesting area. These fights can be quite theatrical, with flippers slapping and beaks snapping while the penguins are angry. However, despite the intensity of these duels, the penguins typically don't cause serious harm to each other. Instead, it's more about showing dominance and establishing hierarchy within the group. Once the fight is over, the defeated penguin often gives up while he is messed up, but is unscratched. Meanwhile, the one who has won roams around with his chest puffed out in a victorious display. Talk about cold shoulder, the penguin style. Number 24. Penguins in peril. Despite their adaptability to extreme environments, penguins face growing threats due to climate change. The melting of ice caps and rising sea levels are shrinking their natural habitats, leading to less available space for breeding and hunting. Penguins that rely on sea ice for their food sources are finding it increasingly difficult to navigate their world. And as temperatures rise, their populations are forced to either adapt or face decline. Footage of large, thriving colonies of penguins might look timely, but the reality is that these colonies are fragile, and researchers are working tirelessly to track the impact of environmental changes on penguin population. Climate change is not just a distant threat, it's an important issue affecting the delicate balance of ecosystems where penguins thrive. Documentaries and conservation efforts are crucial in spreading awareness of the urgency to protect these incredible creatures before their habitat disappears completely. Number 25. A global penguin family. While Antarctica is home to the largest penguin colony, these charismatic birds can be found across a wide range of climates in the southern hemisphere. From the icy shores of South Georgia to the surprisingly warm beaches of the Galapagos Islands, penguins have adapted to a variety of environments. The rockhopper penguin is known for its striking crest of yellow feather, giving it a punk rock look as it climbs over rocks in search of food. Meanwhile, the little blue penguin, the smallest of all penguin species, prefers to forage at night along the sandy beaches of New Zealand and Australia. These various species of penguins have developed unique traits that allow them to survive in diverse habitats, whether it's dealing with the blistering cold or thriving in the warmth of sun-drenched islands. Their widespread presence across the globe highlights just how versatile and resilient penguins are. Number 26. Fun in the sun. Not all penguins are born to endure the harsh, frozen conditions of Antarctica. The African penguin, also known as the jackass penguin because of its donkey-like bray, makes its home along the sunny coastlines of South Africa. These penguins live in warmer climates, often found waddling across sandy beach instead of icy shore. Their behavior is slightly different from their Antarctic cousins, as they rely on different food sources and face unique challenges, such as competing with local fishing industries for their meal. Despite their relatively mild climate, African penguins still face the dangers of predators and a rapidly changing environment. Their story offers a fascinating contrast to the icy, snowbound lives of other penguins, showing that penguins are adaptable creatures that can survive in a variety of habitats. Number 27. Mysteries yet uncovered. Despite all the research and hours of footage dedicated to penguin behavior, year, many aspects of their lives still remain a mystery. One of the most puzzling behaviors is the seemingly random staring that some penguins engage, where they'll fixate on the sky or distant objects without any obvious reason. Another curiosity is the frequent and sometimes random movements that seem pointless, but could serve a purpose that has yet to be fully understood. These unexplained behaviors continue to intrigue scientists, who are constantly studying penguins in the hope of unlocking the secrets of their lives. The more we observe these incredible birds, the more we realize how much there is still to discover about their world. Number 28, the power of unity. One of the most awe-inspiring aspects of penguins is the profound sense of unity that binds them together. Whether it's cuddling up together for warmth during the coldest months of the year, marching across vast frozen landscapes in a coordinated group, or working together to fend off predators, penguins demonstrate the true power of community. In the harsh conditions they face, every penguin's survival is linked to the survival of the group, and the strength of their colony ensures that they can survive the most challenging of circumstances. The communal aspect of penguin life is a beautiful testament to the importance of cooperation and working together for a common goal. It's a reminder that even in the most extreme environments, unity is key to thriving, and that solidarity is a power force, even in the animal kingdom. And that's all for today. What do you think about penguins and their living style? Let us know in the comments below. Also, don't forget to hit those like and subscribe button. I'll see you with another video soon. See you in the next one, and thanks for watching.